What up, YouTube? Timmers here. Well, it's time to meet the Flintstones once again. Now, according to Deadline, a feature film reboot of the long-running animated series The Flintstones is in development from the Super Mario Bros. Directors Aaron Horvath and Michael Jelinek. The duo have experience reviving beloved properties, working as a writer and producer on projects like Thundercats Roar, Batman Return of the Cape Crusader, and Elf Buddy's Musical Christmas. They also wrote Teen Titans Go to the Movies, which not as bad as I expected, and Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans. The news comes as a part of a broader interview with Warner Bros. Animation. Bill Demachek, who revealed a number of projects in the conversation with Deadline. The film, which is actually said to be titled Meet the Flintstones, will apparently be an origin story. It presumably will not include characters who appeared in later seasons of the original show, like Pebbles, Bam Bam, and the Great Gazoo. You know what? I love the Great Gazoo. There was like so many people who always like bash on the Great Gazoo. I've always loved the Great Gazoo. I don't care what anyone says. Anyway, this is the latest of long line attempt to revise the Flintstones. Because if you guys remember, years ago, I can't remember how long it's been, but I think 10 years ago, or maybe even longer than that, it was announced that Seth MacFarlane, the creator behind Family Guy, American Dad, and all, he was actually originally set to like work on a Flintstones series that was supposed to be in the vein of Family Guy, which I would have loved to have seen that. But for some reason that never really came to fruition. Uh, but hey, if you've seen how, because let's be real, if it wasn't for the Flintstones, we probably wouldn't have Family Guy or even The Simpsons. I mean, Flintstones really paved the way for shows like Family Guy to ever happen, and even The Simpsons. So yeah, now of course the Flintstones, which premiered all the way back right from 1960 until 1966, and was the first anime series ever to air on primetime TV in the U.S. The series was a fairly standard family sitcom with a twist that it takes its place in prehistoric times, with the characters coexisting with dinosaurs, master dunes, and buildings and appliances made of the stone. In the years since the original run, the characters have been brought back in TV series, film, TV specials, and shorts. Of course, there was even the Flintstones, Meet the Jetsons. Who remember that one? But let's not forget technically they even did do like a prequel to the Flintstones, but in live action form, which was 2000's Flintstones in Viva Rock Vegas. Which, so many people hate Flintstones Viva Rock Vegas. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a fan of that film. Yeah, I mean, say what you want about that film. Stephen Baldwin as Barney Rubbles was a perfect Barney. I'm sorry, he really embodied that role. So technically that was a little bit of a prequel of how Fred and Wilma met, how Barney and Betty met, and everything. That of course featured the Great Gazoo. So I mean, this ain't gonna feature. By the way, Alan Cumming as the Great Gazoo in that was brilliant, and he even played Mick Jagger in that one too. I love the Rock Face. I don't care what anyone says. But that was not the only time they did a live action Flintstones. Of course, if you guys remember, 1994 was the live action Flintstones, which had John Goodman, Rick Moranis, Rosie O'Donnell, which we're casting there. I don't mind Rosie, but yeah, I've always found Rosie O'Donnell to be miscast as Betty. But and if you guys don't know, Elizabeth Banks is also doing a Flintstones spin-off series featuring Pebbles. That's definitely gonna be like more adult centric, probably in the line of Family Guy, I guess. But that aside, as for this, I don't know. I think it'd be interesting. See like Flintstones. See what they were able to do with Mario was intriguing. So now seeing them go from Mario to the Flintstones, revitalizing that iconic family could be interesting. I'm looking forward to what the come on, could we get Chris Pratt as a voice of Fred Flintstone? I could totally see that right now. Yeah, Chris Pratt as the voice of Fred Flintstone and Charlie Day as Barney Rubbles. Could you imagine how that's gonna look? But we'll see. I'm curious to see who they get to voice some. So it should be interesting. Anyway, let me let you guys. What are your thoughts on this new Flintstones prequel film coming? Do you are you even interested in seeing another Flintstones prequel? Were you ever a fan of the Flintstones? Uh, do you think like a new Flintstones could possibly work in today's climate change? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is your mood sign off.